I bought a new mountain bike. This is a Evil following. I bought it second hand. A bit of story why I bought a mountain bike. Mainly because I sold my Venge and I'm waiting for my new bike to come, so you guys have to stay tuned and wait for the reveal of that bike, and I'll do a review on that one. But some of you who are following me on Discord already know what bike I'm going to be getting. But anyway, I'm here to talk about my new mountain bike. So mountain biking is not new to me. I did a bit of cross country back in the days, almost 10 years ago. But the mountain bike industry has totally changed 10 years ago until today. Back when I was riding cross country, it was still a 2x system. Now everything is 1x, very small chainring in front, big cassette at the back. So things have drastically changed. Anyway, a bit of backstory how I got onto this bike. I was browsing Carousell. Actually, I went to Bukit Timah. I rented a giant bike from Unsprung, and before I wanted to commit into buying a mountain bike, I wanted to try out the trails here in Singapore, so I went to Bukit Timah. I kind of enjoyed it. So after the first time renting the bike from Unsprung, I spoke to them. I was asking them, how do I get into mountain biking, what bike should I be getting, and they suggested a few bikes for me to consider second hand, but I told them my budget was a bit tight. I didn't want to spend so much. And I got to know about Evil because Unsprung I believe is the distributor for Evil. And I was also in between a Canyon. Can't remember the model. It was going for like $2,000, but with not really good parts. And people who I've spoken to who are mountain bikers told me I was either down to this bike or the $2,000 Canyon. So I bought this bike for $4,000. Originally it was posted for $8,000, so I thought it was quite a good deal. Spoke to a few people. They said that just pay extra for the Evil. If you are not into it, at least you can sell the bike. It will retain its value more than the Canyon. So yeah, here is my Evil following in a size M. This is I believe the guy told me he bought it when the Evil following V3, this is the V3, was first launched. So I think this was about 3 years ago, so 2020. I got this for 4,000 Singapore dollars. You guys let me know whether I got ripped off or not, but I think it's quite a good deal based on what the parts it comes with. So please excuse me for my lack of knowledge of mountain bikes if I get things wrong. But maybe let's start with the frame. So like I said, Evil following V3 I believe 2020 model. In a size M, and I think this is a trail/enduro bike. I was not thinking of getting a cross country, but I think this is a bit overkill for Singapore riding only. Cross country would have done. I think it's good enough. So I spoke to Arfan, who I've recently interviewed, asking him about mountain bikes. He told me just go for cross country, but I don't think I have the skills for a cross country setup, so I wanted a much more slacker one, easier to ride. So I went for this kind of geometry. So the fork and the shock, these are the front fork is a Rockshox Pike 130mm travel, and the shock is I think this is a Rockshox Deluxe 120mm travel. Groupset, it's a Shimano XT, which I believe is something similar to a Shimano Ultegra. The wheel set, this is Industry 9. I'm not sure what hubs are these, but I'll give you guys a free hub soundtrack later. As you can see, usually mountain bikes, their hubs, the engagement, I think this is a 60 something engagement. You can hear every single notch of the engagement compared to a road bike. So I've taken this bike to a couple of rides already. This is a 1 week old bike. I mean second hand, but 1 week old for me. I've been to Bukit Timah. I did a bit of Chestnut. Is it Chestnut? Yeah, Chestnut with the pump track. And then I went on to Pulau Ubin last week. Like I said, for the trails of Singapore, I think this is more than enough. It's as a matter of fact, I think it's I don't need such a bike, but it's a nice bike. And the pistons are the Shimano, I said Diore XT 4 piston. So far so good. I'm really enjoying the bike. The only problem is from where I live to the trails is a bit of a distance. Getting a trails takes me about 15 kilometers and another 15 kilometers back. So this is just an alternate to road biking. I'll only probably take this out for twice a month, or even once a month whenever I have the time. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention dropper seat post. This is a OneUp dropper seat post. I can't multitask, but yeah. So this is a dropper seat post lever here. Most of you who are road bikers, I'm not sure if you know, there are dropper seat posts. I think gravel bikes have dropper seat posts as well. and one by setup. And yeah, and so far I'm still on flat pedals. I've not gotten clipless yet, but I might get clipless soon. So what do you guys think of this bike? I have not weighed it. I have no idea how heavy it is. I'm assuming maybe 10 plus kilograms. It's not a very light bike. And this is like a sandy finish, more like a sandblasted matte paint. I'm not a fan of the type of finish. I prefer a gloss one, mainly because after riding it is a bit hard to wash. So yeah, that's my review. So far it's a great bike. I'm still playing around with the suspension. There's a lot of settings here that I'm not very familiar with. There's this high-low compressor, setting charger, the rebound. I'm still trying to figure my way around that. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you guys think of my bike. Goodbye.